This is like a prequel. Before what you just saw, before I went to Babes Restaurant in Indio, takes this is it takes me. This is May 28th, 2025. Right now it's the evening time, around 7:48. But around noontime I left for Palm Springs area. Changed my mind midstream. I was looking for Marilyn Monroe. But I decided to go eat first, and I wanted to find Babes. Babes was a restaurant that was in the Cathedral City, Palm Desert area. Moved. I guess the lease ran out, or they probably went higher on their lease, and so they moved out. A pretty good restaurant. They sell barbecue type food like pulled pork, pulled chicken, briskets, stuff like that. It's called Babes Smokehouse and Tavern. That's what they call it. It's actually an afterthought of Marie Callender. So it's the Callender family. I guess they're still in charge of the whole thing. But they moved to a new location in Indio, and it's not as big as the other. At least it seemed to be, but everything seemed to be outside. I was still impressed by the ambiance. Uh, Actually, the bar is still the same. Uh, Not as long and not as big as the other place, but just the same. I guess it seats about the same amount of people. The restaurant opens from 3 p.m. to late night, maybe about 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. Uh, so I have been there in so many months. They had just finished it up. I think about they said about a month and a half, about 6 weeks. And so I had the pulled chicken salad. That's what I'm going to call it. Pulled chicken salad. How much did it cost? $24. And I did buy my wife a brisket sandwich. That was $28. That was to go. So I had a lemonade, and that's probably all that I had. If you saw the picture of it, it had corn in it. The chicken was very delicious. It was cooked very well. I never had pulled chicken on a salad before. So they also had pulled beef and pulled pork. I decided pulled chicken because I don't eat pulled pork or briskets, any of that kind of stuff, ribs and all that stuff. So they did have some things there that I like. They did have a pretty expensive salmon type dish there, but they have both sandwiches and plates. This was a sandwich that I bought that was a takeout, and so I ate there first before I doubled back and went to Palm Springs, because what happened in Palm Springs was, you will see that there was talk about moving Marilyn Monroe from the site. Now, I was wondering why or when they were going to do that, and it looked like they did it as sooner than expected. I thought they already had done it, because when I went to Palm Springs a couple of months ago, I guess, you can drive right down Highway 111, you can look to your right, and you will see Marilyn Monroe's big statue. Of course, the statue would be in front of the Palm Springs Art Gallery. You really couldn't see it if you saw it at night, but at nighttime you would see the big statue of Marilyn Monroe. Well, I didn't see it, so I doubled back, went to downtown Palm Springs. I saw what they did with it. It seemed like it was in the bushes, but what they did was they moved Marilyn Monroe at least 20 to 30 feet. I guess you can say west or north. and it's surrounded by palm trees, so therefore you really couldn't see it. So I was wondering why in the world would they do that? To me, it's not a good photo op. I'm afraid that if one of those palm trees fall, that it definitely could damage the statue itself, especially near the leg areas, parts of the body. But you can't get the full photo shoot. You can't get the full 360-degree video of Marilyn Monroe. I'm glad I did get the video and pictures long before they made this crazy move. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they think it hurts some people and some people it don't. I don't think it hurts anybody. But that's what they did. They moved Marilyn Monroe at least 20 to 30 feet. As I said in the video, to my left, because I was doing a backdrop shot of Marilyn Monroe in the background. So I would say you would get the best picture or video right now early in the morning or at night when the sun is not up. Because when the sun is up, you won't get any good shots or video or prints or any of that stuff, because where they situated it at least you had the option, even when the sun was around, it kind of peeked down. But now that they got the trees there, you'd have to shoot a certain angle just to do a good photo there. So I'm really surprised. I'm glad it's still there. But from a distance, you really can't see. You can barely see the head from a distance, from the parking lot. Even from the main street, Highway 111, you can still walk up the same street toward the museum, but you still won't see Marilyn Monroe. You just have to bear to the right when you're going south, and there it is among the palm trees. You can barely see the head from a distance. I don't care what angle it is. It just seems like it is hidden away, which I think it's an injustice to what they did to such a monument like that. I'm going to call it a monument, but that's what I think it is, you know. But at least it's still in Palm Springs. It didn't go nowhere else. So maybe they should build another one and put it someplace else, not a park. Well, anyway, hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. We're going to go back to it because this is like in between shots. I just want to put my own little personal opinion there. I'm at downtown Palm Springs. This is a new construction, art construction. The crawler. Let me back up a little bit. The crawler. Across the street from the Palm Springs Museum. Okay, that's better. Call the crawler. Ryan Campbell. But I'm not here for that, but it's new. I'm here for Marilyn Monroe. It used to be right here. They said they was going to move it. You see, it's a blank spot. So where did they move it to? I saw a glimpse of it from a distance in these palm trees here. Let's go check it out. And this is where it is. They just moved it over maybe about 30 feet among the palm trees, shaded area. People want to take pictures of the undersides. Let's go on the other side. They actually put it here among the palm trees. People can sit here, including the homeless. You can sit here and eat. They even have a new bathroom section here. Right over here. So it still is downtown. It's a brand new structure area. They look like they got bathrooms that lock on the inside. Look like a beautiful building on the outside. This is Marilyn Monroe. One of my favorites when I come here. Here's me in the background. Or should I say here she is in the background. They put it among the palm trees. You really can't see it from the street. You used to drive down Highway 111, just look to your right, you could see it real quickly. Now you can't. You can't even see it from the parking lot that I'm parked at now. You can't even see the art gallery, because the art gallery will appear either behind where I'm in front, north side of Marilyn Monroe, and the art gallery would be the south side in back of me. So right now there is a lot of sunlight. Like I said, they moved it over about 30 or 40 feet. The last time I came through here, it was still there. I don't like the sunlight though. There's a shot that I never did. Get that fantastic smile in there. But you gotta be just right. I think the best time to take a picture of or video of Marilyn Monroe is early in the morning and probably late in the evening when the sun is not even up. But nevertheless, they just moved it over. I wish I was here when they did that. It probably was very crowded. But this is what the people wanted here in Palm Springs. At least half of them. But this is what it is. Very nice. Let me get another one of me and her, with her in the background. And there it is. Marilyn Monroe. Not going nowhere. It didn't go anywhere. It just went a few feet to the left. See you in my next video. Can I say that? Talk to you later, folks. Downtown Palm Springs. Marilyn Monroe.